This is a vibe check. Today we can do something different. No self-check questions, no journaling prompts. I just want to talk to you about this word, empowerment, because I use the word all the time. I call this the empowerment click. I talk about empowering women mostly. Well, I'm going to definitely say 90% of the time. But do we actually know what that means? Like, really? If I stopped you right now and said, define empowerment, could you? Without Googling it? Without quoting something you saw on social media? That's what we're going to do today. We're going to break it down, what empowerment actually means, what it's not, and why it matters for real. So let's get into it. Let's start with the word here, empowerment. Empowerment. The root word is power, right? So what is power? Power is like what it is, having control, strength, ability to do something, to change something, choose something. Empowerment is giving yourself that power. It's claiming it. It's stepping into it. But here's the thing. A lot of us think empowerment means somebody else giving us permission, like we're waiting for someone to empower us. Your boss, partner, parents, society. No, empowerment is you giving yourself permission. So decide if you have the right to take up space, to have boundaries, to change your mind, to protect your peace, to walk away, to say no, to say yes. No one can empower you but you. That's the whole point. So ask yourself, are you waiting for permission to be empowered, or are you claiming it? I'll give you a minute to decide if you're going to do that. Now let's talk about empowerment. Let's talk about what empowerment is not, because I think we're confused it with a lot of other things. Empowerment is not just confidence. You know, it's people who walk in a room like they own it, but they're still in toxic situations, still letting people disrespect them, still stuck in the same cycles. The confidence without empowerment, you can look powerful and you can still feel powerless. Does that make sense? Empowerment is not good vibes only. It's pretending everything is fine. It's not a spiritual bypassing where you ignore real problems. And just say I'm blessed and highly favored while you're still in the same mess. I know it's such a cliche, but I think that, you hear that a lot. We probably all said that at one time or another. Real empowerment means you can sit with the hard stuff, face it, and still choose yourself. Ladies, my sisters, my queens, my empresses, empowerment is at the strong Black woman truth. Oh, where you carry everything, fix everything, never cry, never need help, and run yourself on the ground. That's not power. That's survival mode disguised as strength. And here's a big one. Empowerment is not being labeled difficult or aggressive. Just because you have boundaries, just because you stand up for yourself, real empowerment is knowing your worth even when the world ties or tries to make you second guess it. So if it's not any of that, I know, then what is it? Empowerment is knowing who you are and living in alignment with that. Not code switching your whole personality to make other people comfortable, not performing respectively to approve your desired basic respect. Actually being yourself, yeah, Actually being yourself. Okay, let me break that down. Some alignment. Alignment, it means everything lines up, right? Your values, your actions, your choices, your relationships, they all match who you say you are. So if you say you value yourself, for instance, but you're still letting people treat you like you're less than at work, home, family, relationships, that's not alignment. If you say you deserve better, but you're still like accepting crumbs because at least it's something, that's not alignment. Empowerment is closing that gap. Empowerment has boundaries, actually keeping them, not setting boundaries and then apologize for it 5 minutes later, not explaining yourself to death. I know you heard this time and time again, but hey, it's worth hearing it more and more. Even when your friends guilt you, your parents guilt you, your coworkers guilt you, your lovers guilt you, when your family says that that's just how you are, this is how they are, even when people accuse you of acting funny or thinking you're better than them just because you stop letting them walk all over you, just know that doesn't work for you, period. It's taking responsibility, not blame. Responsibility. There's a difference. Blame is the system is against me, so nothing I do matters. Responsibility is, yes, the world is unfair. Yes, I have to work twice as hard. Yes, there are obstacles. And what can I still control? What is my part? What power do I still have? See the difference? So empowerment says I'm not going to let circumstances or other people limit me and define what I can do. And here's what people miss. Being empowered is emotional intelligence too. I'm going to get a little social worky here. I know. It's being able to hold space for someone who's hurting without taking on that pain or taking on their pain. It's being compassionate without being a doormat. It's knowing when to show up for people, when to step back, because empowerment isn't just about you in a bubble. It's about how you move through the world, treat people, handle conflict. How do you support yourself without losing yourself? Think about that. Ask yourself, do you know how to do that? Can you be there for someone without draining them? Can you be compassionate without people pleasing? You guessed it, that's empowerment too. And 4 pillars are attitude, self-worth, legacy, and gratitude. And it's not in that order, but I'm going to say it that way right now. But actually, no, let me just say it in the right order. Attitude, self-worth, gratitude, and legacy. Okay, so let me break down how they connect to empowerment. Just briefly, won't go crazy with it. So, attitude, what does attitude mean? Just how you approach life. How do you respond when things don't go your way? Are you bitter, blaming everyone, resilient? Are you accountable? Empowerment requires the right attitude, not fake positivity, not pretending, but choosing how you respond instead of reacting. And you go to self-worth. That's the foundation. Worth means value. So, do you value yourself? Do you believe you deserve good things? Healthy relationships, respect, peace? Because if you don't value yourself, you can't be empowered. You keep accepting less. You keep shrinking to make other people comfortable. You keep being the one who gives everything and gets nothing back. You'll keep being strong, quote, quote, strong for everybody else while you're falling apart. And listen, I feel like we've been conditioned not to value ourselves. We've been too humble, Don't be too much. Don't take up too much space. Be grateful for whatever you get. Like we've been told our natural hair is unprofessional. Our voices are too loud. The confidence that we hold is threatening. Our boundaries are attitude problems. So self-worth, that's revolutionary. That's saying, I don't care what you think. I deserve. I know what I deserve. When it comes down to it, do you treat yourself like you matter? Think about it. Then we have gratitude. Gratitude means thankful, not just saying thank you, but actually, you're feeling it, recognizing what you have, what you overcome, where you come from. And this is important because gratitude keeps you humble. Empowerment without gratitude turns into arrogance, into entitlement. Gratitude reminds you that you're still growing. You're not perfect. You're still learning. Then we have, last but not least, legacy. Legacy is what you leave behind. What impact are you making? But also legacy is what you're doing right now. When people learn from what you're watching, when you're walking into these rooms, what your kids are looking at and absorbing up. How do you present yourself? I've always said this thing is from a book that I read from Steve Covey. I believe it's The 7 Habits of the Highly Effective Person. It's always talking about keeping the end in mind. And it discusses, at your funeral, what are people saying about you? It can be really daunting to think of that. But it's just like when you walk into these rooms or when you walk out of these rooms, what are people saying about you or how you describe who you are? Who are you influencing? What are you teaching? Are you showing people what empowerment looks like, or are you still performing for approval? So all 4 of those hold up empowerment. You need all of them. Remember, I've always said attitude defines your legacy. So what does empowerment actually look like? I want you to, if you can, listen to my voice and close your eyes for a moment. It looks like being the only one in the meeting and still speaking up, not shrinking, not waiting for permission. It looks like setting a boundary with your family, even when they say, "We don't do that. You're being selfish. You change." Yeah, did you change? Stop accepting disrespect. Even with your partner, who makes you feel that you're not giving enough when you're giving your all. Let's talk about wearing your natural hair, your locks, your braids. And I can't if someone thinks it's unprofessional because you define what professional looks like. Asking for a raise even when you thought you're going to make your work 3 times as hard to prove or deserve your worth. You ask anyway. It looks like leaving a job, the relationship, the city, situation that's draining you, even when people say you had it good here. Think about they saying you being ungrateful. At least you had something. It's like recognizing when you're code switching, you're performing, and you're making yourself much smaller and choosing not to do it anymore. Think about it looking like being there for your people without sacrificing yourself. Being that strong friend, being the only strong friend, knowing you can be soft too. Empowerment looks like recognizing a pattern. Same type of people, same dynamic, doing the work to break, doing what works to break it instead of blaming everyone else. It looks like celebrating yourself without needing validation, posting the wins, sharing the successes, not waiting for permission. It looks like you're saying, I don't know, I need help, because you're secure enough to be honest. That's empowerment. It's claiming your space, refusing to shrink. It's choosing yourself even when the world tells you you cannot or you're not to. Now, I want you to think about 3 questions. You don't have to answer them all out loud. Just sit with them. What does empowerment mean to you? Not what you think they should mean. What does it mean? Think about that. Do you feel empowered right now? Why or why not? What would change if you were truly empowered? What will you do differently? What will you stop tolerating? Where are you shrinking? Where are you performing? Where are you people pleasing? And here's a big one. Are you surrounding yourself with people who want you empowered? Or people who benefit from trying to make you stay small? Because here's the thing. Because empowerment isn't contagious. Empowerment is contagious. But so is staying stuck. So look around. Who's encouraging your growth? Think about that. Who's discouraging it? Sit with that. All right. That's what I wanted to say today. Empowerment is not a buzzword for me. It's not something cute to put on a t-shirt. It's real. It's what I teach. It's what this whole platform is about for me and what I want to give to you guys. And if you're going to be part of the empowerment clique, you need to understand what that means. It means doing the work, being honest with yourself, stepping into your power even when it's uncomfortable. That's empowerment. So, drop a comment. What does empowerment mean to you? What's one area where you need to step into your power again? If this resonates, share with someone who needs to hear it. Next week, I'm going to go back to doing my self-check method questions. I have a whole new bunch of questions that I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. So make sure you subscribe. I'll leave you with this. Remember, knowing yourself isn't selfish. It's truly necessary. Truly necessary. Check yourself so you can be yourself. Oh my God, this has been check yourself so you can be yourself. This is a vibe check.